News is your school authority, and we are continuing our coverage of the superintendent search at Springfield Public Schools. The district committee now has the names of the 3 finalists. Welcome everyone to Western Mass News at 10. I'm Chris Pisano. Western Mass News reporter Matt Price is live for us in studio with more details on tonight's meeting. Matt.
Chris, it feels like the same cycle over and over again. Some committee members still in disagreement about how this search process has played out over the last few weeks. This as we aren't that far away from the school committee making their final choice to take the big job.
I've been clear about this publicly and in private, that this does not erode the grave legal and ethical concerns that have been raised about this process.
The committee's vice chair, Josiah Gonzalez, among multiple members, continuing to ask questions and voice their concerns about the school district superintendent search. This just after the screening committee provided the 3 finalists to the body in their weekly meeting on Thursday night. They are Renee Sanchez, who is a current superintendent of Champlain Valley School District in Vermont, Springfield resident Dr. Sonia Dinal, who's the chief of family and community engagement for the Springfield Empowerment Zone Partnership, and finally, another Springfield resident, Kimberly Wells, who's already employed by Springfield Public Schools as the lead chief school officer. As the school district is officially one step closer to naming its new leader, Gonzalez maintained his stance about a lack of transparency throughout the process. Latonia Monroe Taylor also voiced her frustration to the committee, saying there were certain portions of the process that were not voted on, especially from a legal standpoint.
We never had a procurement process. We never had a vetting process for who was going to actually be the attorney that would oversee this process. So I want to make sure it's very clear to people that maybe some people had say in that. I did not have a say in that, and many of my other colleagues did not have a say in that.
Chris Collins, the chair of the ad hoc committee, responding by saying there have been things said by his colleagues that aren't accurate.
If you go back and look at the process that we voted on, it never said that the screening committee would get all the candidates to review. It said that the screening committee would review the people who met the minimum criteria. Go back and look at what we voted on. Go back and look at the minutes of the meeting where we voted. We chose Boakley Richardson that evening.
Gonzalez even made the case about the chair or vice chair of the committee having the ability to call a special meeting if they wish when it comes to any issue, including this search.
When our policies stipulate that members can call for a special meeting, the meeting is not posted and put on the agenda. When other members call for a special meeting, then those meetings get posted and the agenda is set forth. I'm trying to understand this here.
Collins also trying to clarify that point.
I never requested a special meeting. I never said the secretary was going to call to request it. I don't like people putting words in my mouth when they're not accurate.
Now, that said, the process still moves forward as planned. There will be a vetting process for the final 3 candidates when the committee interviews them over the next couple of weeks. The hope is for the final choice to be announced at the end of the month. Reporting live in the studio, Matt Price, Western Mass News.